Hey y'all, what's up? So I frequent this social media platform quite often. I became a member in I think 21. It was formed in 2020 by Isaac Hayes' grandson, Isaac Hayes III. So I left the platform for a second and came back, and I've been back strong. So there's a lot going on. He had to do a lot tweaking to the form because people were having a lot of problems, um, and you know IT problems, and it was it was bad. It was bad. I know it was bad on my end, but he tweaked them, and as we let him know that we were having a problem, you have to let him know. So the the app is really going somewhere. It's called Fanbase. You can invest. You can bring your videos over from another platform and be monetized. There are so many opportunities, and then he has a lot more coming. Now he is American. He's American, and but the platform does have a Black American feel to it. But anyone can join. Anyone can participate in the audio form, or you can just do your thing, stream your lives and things like that. So he's getting ready to build a gamer uh part of his platform, okay, for gamers. And it's just a lot of good things that he's doing in the community. It's just so much. You have to go over there and see for yourself. So he is the CEO, but he did have help um, creating the app, and I believe they help him, of course, keep the app up. He can't do all of that by himself, but he is the CEO. Please tell me why. Now, let me put my disclaimer in. First off, just because somebody is the same ethnicity as you, in the same racial group, does not mean you have to support them. You're obligated to give them your money, your time, or your resources, or anything else. Okay? If their product is not right, their services are not right, they're too high, they don't keep their word, they don't handle their business like they should. No, you don't have to support them at all. And that's not what this is about, okay? So please tell me why so many people come on the app complaining about he should make it to where you can either view fan base in light or in dark mode. Complaining about stuff that he said on another forum, I think Clubhouse. He was speaking. I guess he's trying to get people to check out fan base, and he was speaking to the people on Clubhouse, and they got had something to say about that. You shouldn't have said what you said like you did when you said it and how you said it, and always got something to say. You're constantly talking about the bugs on the app. All apps have bugs. He's still getting this app off the ground. Why don't you just report the bugs like I did? I had a hell of a time not too long ago. Just report them and they will fix them. You got to let them know that you're having problems. And that's what I did. And they fixed every last one of them. So I was in a room today, and it's an audio room, and they were talking about this man once again, coming back and forth to his app, talking about the app, talking about, well, he was supposed to do this and it's taking too long. Talking about, again, I won't light or dark mode. It's talking about a post he made on another site 6 months ago. Whatever they could bring up, okay? The man is not perfect. Fan base is not perfect. Who's perfect? I heard somebody say fan base was ghetto. But you don't call Facebook ghetto. You don't call Instagram ghetto. You don't call Twitter ghetto. You don't call Clubhouse ghetto. YouTube. I ain't never heard nobody call YouTube ghetto. Ghetto in what way? We have so many topics, so many things going on, so many things people are talking about. People talking about crowdfunding. People talking about getting a business license. Getting your limited liability license. Your LLC. Investing. Real estate. I mean, everybody's talking about everything. When you see the subject on a what we call a room, and it interests you, it piques your interest, you tap on the subject and just go into that room. If it doesn't interest you, you don't go into it. Why you want to talk about how it ain't nothing but drama? Y'all just messy. One fool got on there today talking about they don't know who they talking to. That's how people get killed. Every time I come on here, I'm having problems, blah, 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 blah. Ain't nobody having those problems but you, brother. So you know what that means? You the problem. You bringing the problem. You're creating the problem. Then you want to come back and deflect and tell us there's something wrong with the people on this app. I've seen some great subjects. I have seen them talk about things that have helped me understand finances better. They got they have rooms where you can meditate, you can chant, you can create your own room. Now, I'll admit that whatever room you might be in, every now and then somebody will get into it. They didn't like what the other person said. I don't know where else you won't find this type of, people arguing back and forth, disagreements, people getting out of line a little bit, getting into their temper, and you are gonna find that any platform that you go to. If anything, Twitter, I would say, is ghetto as hell, and jungle and trailer park and all that and all that. But you know what? You've been dealing with all these other platforms for years that are owned by Jews, white folk, South Africans, and Boer South Africans, but you still on there. I know you've seen the drama. I know people have come at you even unfairly. Of course, people have called you out your name, reposted your avatar, your picture, and made fun of it. They do all kind of crazy stuff like that on Twitter. You still a member of Twitter. But you come to a forum where the CEO is a brother and he got to cross all the T's, dot all the I's. Everything got to be perfect. It got to be made up, put up just the way that you want it to be. You want all the little extras to satisfy whatever it is that you have in your mind, as if you left, the whole doggone platform will fall apart. You don't do that to these other people. You don't have those expectations for them. So why you bring that mess over there to us? We love fan base. There's a lot of great people on fan base, a lot of great subjects. You can just sit there. Most times I go in the rooms, there'll be a subject matter, and I go in there and folks will just be laughing and playing with each other and living it up, talking it up, having a good time. But because, well, you know what? I was in that forum today. I was in that room today, and I started to say that Isaac should have acted like he was anything but a black man. And I bet you he would. I hate to say this too. I bet you he wouldn't have gotten the slander that he's getting. Because we are so much harder on ourselves than we are on anyone else. We'll go to the same Korean business day after day, every other month or whatever, whenever. Keep going back and forth to the same Korean, Asian, white business or whatever, and they throwing your money on the counter. Throwing your money on the counter. They're rude, nasty, and everything else. But they treat you like a piece of doodle, a dog left on the street. But you going back there to spend your money. All that old cheap stuff that break up the third time that you use it. You don't call them ghetto. They don't have to cross all their T's and dot their goddamn I's. Why are you so hard on your own self? More than you are hard on people who mistreat you and dog you out, and you are giving them your money. You're keeping their business open. You're paying for their place to live, you're paying their mortgages. You're sending their children to school. They got the best because of us. I remember living in Detroit, those Arabs used to treat us like a piece of doo-doo left on the side of the streets. But all they do is prosper. Over almost 100% of the businesses in Detroit are owned by Arabs. And almost 100% of the people who live in Detroit are quote unquote black. Why you don't talk them down? Why you don't go all around social media trying to make people stop spending money with these non-black folks? Why can't they be ghetto and everything else that you want to level against this man that has created an app where we can come and be careful. Not be careful, I'm sorry, be comfortable and vibe. Why? I guess we don't know that the same racist attitudes that are levered against us, we treat each other like that. We deflect and we deflect what was done to us by non-black people and do it to each other. We have taken on their ways. We have internalized racism. Now we direct it towards each other. And we don't even know that we're doing it. We just gotta wake up. We need more videos like this we need more people to make more videos like this so we can wake our people up. You don't even know that you're doing it. You don't even know how you're doing it, and don't know why. Somebody has to bring this shit to your attention. We have purposely been socialized against each other, while other races and ethnicities are socialized towards each other. That's why they could work together so well and build up in no time with each other. They embrace each other. But they've been socialized to do that, and we've been socialized to do the opposite. We are now directing the same racist attitudes towards each other that has been directed and leveled against us. In other words, you know what, I'm just going to say that you crazy as hell. I don't care how well you're doing. I don't care how I don't care how good you look. I don't care about that expensive, beautiful car you are driving or that big house that you live in. Your hell of a career you got. God bless you. I'm happy for you. But you know what? You are crazy. You are crazy as hell. And you don't even know it. I wanted to go off in that room, but I said, I'm not going to go off because I don't want to create an atmosphere where people will start disliking me. But next time, next time I go in a room, somebody's complaining about the app and they're complaining about the CEO who's doing his best to upkeep the app and make it even better. I'm going to suggest you just leave and get the fuck out of here and go to the app of your choice. Or you know what? Go build your own platform since you're so doggone smart and you know how things should be run. Now, let me tell you this. If Isaac was super sloppy and super disrespectful and and when we reported a bug, nothing is done about it. And I couldn't take up for him. I couldn't speak up for him, but that's not what's happening. Y'all just hateful to your own self. You've been taught to hate your own self, and that's just it. That is just it. You hate everything that looks like you, talks and walks like you. You're not supportive at all. You really can't build with each other like you should. We shouldn't have to work for nobody. We shouldn't have to work for nobody. And we're always at the bottom of the totem pole, or should I say at the very top when it comes to unemployment. When it comes to complaining about mistreatment and racism and being looked over for promotions. We don't have to work for these people. And we shouldn't want to. Better get it together. We better get it together. We're getting ready to be left behind. And you gonna just be fighting each other. And people just gonna be falling and falling out and dying and just being dispersed. You think that we are, against each other. It's gonna really get bad then because it's gonna be have and have nots. It's gonna be between the have and have nots, and we're not gonna be ready for what's coming because we haven't built proper relationships with each other, and ain't nobody else gonna care about us. We got to do it for ourselves. So you know what? If you don't believe or you don't agree or you have a problem with supporting or to seeking out your own people so you can support them, you got a problem, got something to say about everything about the businesses that we have, platform or whatever we trying to build, you got a problem with it, go on over there to the Koreans so they can fix your food and spit in it right in front of your face. Just go on over there and eat it. Go on over there and get your weaves and your eyelashes from the local Chinese store or whatever, and so they can throw your money at your face. You going back. They know you coming back. That's why they keep doing that. They don't respect you because you don't respect yourself. If I could, I wouldn't spend a dime with nobody who was not Black American or American, as I say. I wouldn't spend a dime with nobody if you weren't one of us. And I don't care what was happening to you. If you had to go out of business, you had to go back to your own country broke, I wouldn't care. You better get it together. You better start looking at each other like you belong to each other, like brothers and sisters, like we used to. I guess you got a haughty talking about you can't kangs and quains. Let's go back to being brothers and sisters and rebuild that deep connection that we used to have that's so broken. We are such a broken people. We got to rebuild each other. It's hard, but we can do it, and we better get on the path of doing it right now. It's getting ready to get hard for all of us, and none of these people who are all have shown themselves to be as a whole now enemies, give a care about us, and they won't be there to help us. Peace, y'all. Thank you for listening to this video. Please like and share.